"91% of Americans think cheating on a partner is morally wrong. Like, worse than human cloning or polygamy level wrong. But while most of us don't end the wild Friday night by cloning our friends in a lab, up to 30% of married Americans have admitted to cheating on their partners. So why do we cheat? First, we called David Barash, an evolutionary biologist who told us that humans were simply not made to be monogamous.
The basic point is that monogamy is not natural. If a Martian zoologist were to come to Earth, he or she would conclude without a doubt that human beings are not naturally monogamous. But that doesn't mean that we're not capable of it. By the same token, for instance, nobody was born to play the violin. We don't naturally do it. We have to learn it. We have to struggle. Playing the violin is a good idea. At least for those who have some degree of talent and inclination and desire.
For a long time, though, scientists focused their research only on male infidelity.
Well, part of it might just be because so many were men and they weren't really open to the sexual openness of females.
But by studying the nests of Seychelles warblers for 10 years, scientists discovered that up to 70% of eggs contain DNA from multiple fathers. It proved that females, contrary to what scientists expected, were also cheating. But the biological reasons that cause females to cheat are actually less straightforward than those of males.
If the man occasionally goes over the hill and sleeps with another woman, he's doubled the amount of DNA he has sent into tomorrow. But why would a woman be adulterous? She can't have a new child every single time she sleeps around with somebody extra. But she can get extra meat if her husband dies or deserts her. She's got other people who might step in and help her with her children.
Female infidelity might be increasingly recognized because today, just like thousands of years ago in a hunting and gathering society, men and women are once again starting to be considered equally sexually assertive.
As women move into the job market in cultures around the world, we see the rise of the double income family and women expressing themselves sexually. And in fact, among people under the age of 40 today, women cheat just as much as men do.
The first culprit is DRD4, also known as the thrill-seeking gene. It's involved in the production of dopamine, a hormone our brain produces when it's stimulated by the things we love, like food or orgasms. While everybody has the DRD4 gene, it comes in varying sizes. People with long DRD4 alleles need more stimulation to produce dopamine. A study found people with long DRD4 alleles were twice as likely as those with short alleles to have a history of uncommitted sex, including one-night stands and acts of infidelity. They're also more likely to be into gambling, drinking, or maybe even bungee jumping. Second culprit, the AVPR1A. It's involved in the production of the hormone called arginine vasopressin, which is responsible for trust, empathy, and sexual bonding. A study conducted among thousands of twins showed that women, and only women, were more likely to cheat if they had a specific variant of this gene. For 40% of them, their behavior could be attributed to genes.
We've evolved these three distinctly different brain systems for mating and reproduction: sex drive, feelings of intense romantic love, and feelings of deep attachment to a partner. The problem comes when these three brain systems are not always directed at the same human being. I mean, you can lie in bed at night and feel deep attachment to the person lying next to you, and then swing into feelings of wild romantic love for somebody else, and then swing into feelings of the sex drive for somebody you don't even know. It's as if there's a committee meeting going on in your head as you're going from one brain system to another.
This isn't to say that we're doomed to cheat, but when people do, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're terrible people who exist only to inflict pain. And a lot of them seem to regret it. Research shows that 76% of people whose spouses had cheated remain married. But how? A study tracked couples affected by infidelity. It turns out 57% of couples who were upfront about their affairs stayed together, while 80% of those who concealed it from their partners split up. So while humans may have a propensity for cheating, don't forget, those brain systems that make us cheat are the same brain system that make us love. Not that it makes being cheated on feel any better though.